Order of the Personnel and Public Employees Committee. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Okay, we have Angelique Ashby, Kevin McCarty, here. Bonnie Pinnell, here. And our Vice Chair, Steve Hansen.
Here.
We do have a quorum. If there are speaker slips located in the back of the room, if anyone is here from the public that would like to speak, so if you could complete that and turn it into the front here to the Assistant Clerk, that would be helpful. For those of you who are here to interview, do not need to complete one of those. This is being recorded and through the system here, so that it'll be available on the net for internet for anyone to view at a later time. And we also have assisted listening devices should anyone need them.
Do we have anyone signed up to speak on matters not on the agenda?
We do not.
All right. We're on to the consent calendar.
Okay, we have one item for consent. That's approval of the committee meeting minutes for March 18.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Unanimous.
Okay, so that passes.
Next item.
We're now to the discussion calendar. All of the discussion calendar, there's 3 items. They're all for conducting interviews. The first will be the interviews for the Civil Service Board. There are 2 seats in this category that are open. We had 5 candidates that applied. Out of those 5, we had 1 person withdraw, another that cannot attend but issued a statement. Actually 2 of those that have a statement attached. And then the last person was not able to attend and has no statement. So we have 1 person here that is confirmed for attendance.
Who withdrew?
Okay, so Brandon Chapin, I believe is how you say it, withdrew. He was the first applicant you'll see in your packet. Christiana, I believe is the correct pronunciation, is here to do an interview. Jamie could not attend, but sent a statement. Jeffrey Brown was unable to attend and also has a statement. Mark Fine is unable to attend and has no statement.
Okay. Can you put up the overhead with our questions?
I will.
For the, So the way this will work is we'll give you 2 minutes as applicants, and there is a on the overhead at the podium down there.
It's at the overhead, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it would be on the computer.
We'll each give you 2 minutes to address the questions on the piece of paper that are being broadcast up here. So please try to answer the questions, and if committee members have questions, we'll ask those, and then we'll have you step to the side, and Nell will take your picture for the record. And then at a future PP&E committee hearing, the item upon which you were interviewed will come back to us for a vote and a recommendation for appointment from the committee, and then that goes on to the council to be ratified at a later date. Okay. With that, do you want to call the first applicant?
It will be Christiana Rojas Appleton.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate a chance to appear in front of you. I'm enjoying the spring day today, and I'm grateful we can see it out the window here. Why I'm interested in this position and serving on the board, on a personal level, I'm very interested in participating in the Sacramento community. My life has been dedicated to public service so far, 26 plus years with the state of California, and I hope to be able to serve on a more local level. I desire to grow and develop professionally, and I relish the idea of upholding the public trust. I believe I am uniquely qualified for a spot on the Civil Service Board, and that my skills are commensurate with the functions of the board. I did bring a copy of my resume. I don't know if you need to see that. The application didn't capture my entire background. If you want to see it, it's available.
When you're done, you can hand that to the clerk, and we'll put it in the record.
Okay, great. How I'm qualified? Currently, I work in executive management at the Department of Transportation. I'm the Deputy Director for Administration, and as such, I oversee programs for the department of 20,000 employees, the Human Resources Program, Labor Relations, Safety Training, EEO, and I've been on the ground floor helping create a risk management program for our entire department. And our risk management program includes conflict of interest and ethics issues. I believe that given my background, I can make informed decisions on the board. I've had essentially 2 careers. My Part A, I've worked in personnel-related functions for the state. I've worked on classification issues, examination issues, and I've even worked in our recruitment office. I've spent several years writing and defending disciplinary actions for the state. I've appeared in front of the State Personnel Board and the then Department of Personnel Administration, now it's called CalHR. I've appeared in front of several administrative law judges, Unemployment Insurance Appeals Board, Department of Labor, and several hearings at the Office of Administrative Hearings. So I'm very familiar and comfortable with presenting and then working with a board. As an attorney...
Thank you. Your 2 minutes has run out.
Really?
Yeah, it goes very fast.
I was just getting to the good part.
I know. We have your application, and you'll give us your resume. Does anybody have questions for... No? Thank you, ma'am, for coming and for your desire to serve.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And we'll just... Madam Clerk, is that it for this?
So we have no one else, at least to my knowledge, that is here or could make it for the interview
All right,
process.
thank you. We'll move on to the next item then.
Okay, so the next item is going to be item number 3, which is the interviews for the Housing Code and Advisory and Appeals Board. So in that situation, we have 3 candidates to fill 2 vacant seats, both Category A. We have 2 attendance confirmed, Stanislav Bondarenko and Vern Gore. The first candidate, Irina, was unable to attend but has a statement attached.
All right, thank you, Madam Clerk. Are either of those 2 candidates here and ready to present? Why don't you go, it looks like Stanislav?
Stanislav, okay.
And again, 2 minutes, and try to answer the questions above, please.
Okay, my name is Stanislav Bondarenko. First off, I'd like to start saying thank you for giving me the opportunity and time to be here today. The reason I'm interested in serving this commission is because growing up in Sacramento, I always envisioned myself and growing within the city. In fact, when I was younger, I became a certified lifeguard with the city of Sacramento, and I volunteered my summers so my neighbors, friends, and family can be safe. I attend a local church, and I volunteer my time and finances to help the communities grow. As well, I give up my weekends at a local hospital, which in fact is like a microcosm of what the city is like. The knowledge and experience that qualifies me for this board would be my lifelong interest in architecture. I began working at a young age in every aspect of the building, real estate, and financing industry from the bottom up. I currently possess a California issued real estate license. I am in the Association of Sacramento of Realtors, California Association of Realtors. I work alongside of some of the top producing agents at Sotheby's International Realty, well-established brand and leader worldwide. I know I got some more time left, but that's pretty much what I have for the moment.
Thank you, sir, for
Thank you.
answering those 2 questions. Do any of my colleagues have questions for? Thank you very much for your willingness to serve. Please step to the side and we'll get a picture of you and keep you updated on the progress. Mr. Gore?
Good afternoon. Let me begin by saying that the reason I really want to serve on this commission is that I've been serving the Sacramento community for the last 20 years. My name is Vern Gore. I've been a homeowner in South Natomas for the last 10 years, since 1999, and a Sacramento resident since 1975. My first community service appointment was to the Sacramento Army Depot, and after that it was with the Sacramento Human Rights Fair Housing Commission, and I chaired that commission in 2006. I participated in the Sacramento General Plan update and also served on the Sacramento 10-year plan to end homelessness, which is now the Sacramento Steps Forward. I also served for the last 10 years on SHRA and was chaired that, and also in 2006. I completed the Sacramento Citizen Management Academy in 2008, completed the HCD Management Academy in 2009. I've been a member of the Institute of Real Estate Management for the last 20 years and chaired that presidency in 1996 and 1999. Currently, I'm attending the DGS Academy, and so my diversity in training and educational experience permits me to adapt the insights in this commission, and I believe that I'm uniquely qualified to serve. Currently, I'm employed with DGS, and I manage the Board of Equalization building. I have 6 beautiful grandchildren, and I really enjoy the environmental assets that Sacramento has and want to commit my time to serve. So thank you, and I have 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Mr. Corr.
Great.
I don't know if any of my colleagues have questions. No? All right. Thank you for your willingness to serve. We'll grab a picture and keep you updated on what happens.
Can I get some 3x5s too?
Yeah. And I see, Ron, you're here. I don't know if you have anything to add from a staff perspective. We have our code enforcement director here.
Yeah, the only thing I would recommend is that before the next hearing or meeting here, that they should probably go see one of our hearings if they haven't already, just to see what they do. And that's really it. It looks like we have 3 good candidates.
Great. We'll work with the clerk's office to notify the candidates of the next hearing.
Thank you.
All right, next item.
Okay, our last item then in our interviews for the Sacramento Heritage Board of Directors. And for that one, there are 3 candidates that are applying to fill 1 vacant seat in category A2. All 3 have confirmed attendance. So we have Christopher Blangeris, I believe it is, Ellen McCormick, and Kayla Butler. So shall we start with Christopher?
Yes, please.
Christopher?
Good afternoon. I'm Christopher Scott Blangers, and I guess why I'm interested in serving on the commission. I've always had an interest in fascination with history, and I feel like the structures are, one of the only physical links to our past. And I know that, in order for the city to evolve and grow, that can't save them all, but I think it is important to preserve the ones that we can that represent different chapters in the city's history. And I feel the city's history, or the charm and character of the city, is tied very closely to the city's history, and I'd just like to play a small part in preserving those links to the past. My experience, California licensed architect. I've got 15 years in the design and construction industry. I've had extensive training in historic preservation. Currently am employed with the Sacramento Municipal Utility District in the Facilities Engineering and Design Department. And I have recently served on the Antelope Community Planning Advisory Council, where we would listen to development proposals and make recommendations to the board. That's pretty much in a nutshell.
Thank you very much for answering the questions.
Quick question.
Oh, Mr. McCarty?
Yeah, so this is one where you don't have to live within the city, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. And
I
you're-
currently live in the city.
Oh, but you said you're on the Antelope Planning?
When I was residing in Antelope,
Gotcha.
I recently moved to the city.
Previously.
Excellent. Okay, but you don't have to be a resident of this one anyway, though. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Please have your picture taken, and I appreciate your willingness to serve. All right, clerk, please call the next
Okay,
applicant.
the next one is Ellen McCormick.
Welcome, Ms. McCormick.
I'm Ellen McCormick. It's a pleasure to be here. I think it's the first time I've been in this room. It's beautiful. I'm interested in serving because I have a great love of historic structures, and I have a deep appreciation for the work that the Commission does. I have a background first in government affairs and legislative advocacy, and then I returned to school and received a master's degree in architecture. Currently a sole proprietor, and I run a small design firm here in Sacramento. So I think the combination of my experience in regulatory work and government affairs and my work in architecture make me well suited to help out with the commission. I've also spent some time restoring structures here in Sacramento and had the pleasure of working with Stephen Ballou, who was the late director of the Sacramento Bungalow Heritage Association, and we worked on a house together in Midtown. I now live in East Sacramento and in a beautiful mid-century house that we're working on restoring right now. So I appreciate your time and excited to be here and appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. McCormick. I don't see any questions from my colleagues, so please step to the side and have a picture taken. And our preservation director is here. Ms. Deering, do you have anything to offer today? No? Oh, we got one more can. Sorry. I'm moving ahead. I apologize to Ms. Butler. Why don't you come up?
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Butler, and the reason why I'm interested in serving on the board is because I have deeply rooted in me a love for the community. I was born and raised here in Sacramento, as well as volunteering currently on 2 nonprofits, Girl Scouts Heart of Central California and Junior Achievement. I volunteer my time regularly there, but as well as my commitment to serve the community, I work for Gladding McBean in Lincoln, which is the terracotta manufacturer of much of the original terracotta here in Sacramento. My position at Gladding McBean is project manager, so I manage restoration projects across the United States. Some of those include housing developments as far as urban multifamily housing, where they take abandoned buildings and adaptively reuse them. Additionally, I have worked on locally the restoration of the Sacramento Library and Courts building and many other facilities around here in the Sacramento area and nationally. A lot of my passion for the Sacramento heritage comes from, like I said, my desire to serve the community, but as well as merging what I currently do professionally with that desire. So I appreciate the opportunity for being here, and I think that I would serve well on the board.
Thank you, Ms. Butler. I don't see any questions from my colleagues, so please step to the side and have your photo taken. And now that you're all ready, I don't know if you have anything to say, Roberta? No? Okay. That was our last item. Any comments or ideas from the council? No? All right. Then we'll adjourn this meeting. Thank you all.